Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is my common sense. I try to keep it down nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important and not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. If you are sensitive, you are biased, you're not a person who usually asks questions, you're not inquisitive, you're not introspective, you should not be watching my videos. Turn it down. You should not be watching my videos. Alright? Because I'm a delusional schizo-affective. Alright? Okay. I'm a Schizo-Indigo. So if you got a problem with listening to someone highly intelligent who is not delusional, but of course I do have special abilities though, and my voices do help me on my path in life. Okay? You can ask questions. Put it down below. You don't know what schizophrenia is, it's schizoaffective, just ask a question. Alright, let's get on with the topic. Today's topic will be about, all my life, I realized one thing while I was growing up. We're going to talk about, like, a living wage. A living wage. I was watching some videos about it in the past, and I always thought about this. I always thought that people trying to move to Alaska, they get a living wage. I see all sorts of information all over the place. Also, I call it the white elephant, you know what I'm saying? Because the government can't afford $1,000 for everyone, so they can basically have the fundamental place to stay, to live. And don't get me wrong, okay? Even if you find a job, okay? Even if you do were to get a job that's basically giving you $32,000 a year and $60,000 a year, and you're making a salary, I believe everyone deserves the right to get that from the government, especially how wealthy America is, because I live in America. And even if the 1% or the 2% of rich individuals in the world give at least $1,000 so people can live, so this will be more constructive, so people can come together, or to have an option to work, then everything will be fine. But instead, we have a system where people have to work hard and go through a trial and error, school of hard knocks, which may cause them to lose their lives through suicide or through other means that may hurt them in the long run. But of course, to each his own. But eventually, I believe that once America, most likely the racist, okay, stop being greedy upon their certain things, most likely on the Republican Tea Party side, and stop being so focused on being selfish and being more caring through empathetic means, okay, then we will all see everyone grow, okay? No one should be in the streets. I lived in the streets. I am making this video because I lived in the streets and I see all these possible ways of how everybody can just have something for themselves. But of course, it's not going on right now. Instead, the greedy capitalists and the oligarchies are getting rich on these scams about the COVID. And a lot of people are uneducated and also ignorant about trying to do any research because most of them are lazy in the first place. So, when it comes down to a living wage, and also people who talk very quickly have high intelligence. Keep that in mind. When I talk to a lot of these brothers out here, and they talk to me, and they say I sound like Umar Johnson. When I say, hey, I'm not like none of those guys. I'm not a Kevin Samuels. I'm a bit above them, and I'm self-taught. Okay, I'm self-taught. Yes, I'm one of those guys who's self-taught, and I keep it down real simple with common sense. Everybody deserves a chance in life, but since there are more greedy people in the world than giving people, the world will always have turmoil. And also understand. What did I say? I'm making a video, right? Did I say I'm making it? Why are you making that noise? Huh? And so I make this video because of that. I try my best. You trying to mess with me? You trying to mess with me? And so I just wish that when you talk to most likely a Republican who's a racist or really greedy and they want to see the poor man die, okay, you know, I agree. Okay, I do agree, because I'm gonna say this myself. You know, I think people should get up off the bootstraps and actually do something and do some research and try to learn how to read. Like if a lot of people come into this country, or illegals come into this country, I always believe that learning English is the fundamental thing that they should know before they can get employed by any goddamn job. That's a fundamental thing that they should know. So if you don't have no goddamn English in your vocabulary, a job or a place or a manager or employer have a right not to hire you. And that's not discrimination. That's not discrimination, baby. Now, I know this vaccine thing is going crazy now, and people want to talk about discrimination and if you got the COVID shot or not. I still believe that there's always a will, there will be a way. Alright? And if you don't know English, and you know I only know English and I'm the manager, I'm not going to put extra funds. Why are you bothering me? I'm not going to put any extra funds unless the government helps me to give you a universal language code barrier type of machine so we can actually talk to one another. Because if I can't understand you, you don't get hired, right? If you got COVID, I can't hire you, right? Okay, but at least you could wear a mask, okay? A lot of these days, and a lot of men and people who are wise, they go down the middle, or they'll basically try something different and ingenious. Like this one Italian who said that if you're vaccinated, you don't get it. You can't come to his restaurant because he had really good reasons why he don't want them in there, and that's not discrimination, but it is a form of prejudice, though, you know. But you know what? To each his own. I just wish that everybody did have a living wage, so if businesses go down and fire, okay, everybody have somewhere to stay. And the government is supplying all of it. But they take Social Security out, they take Medicare out, and a lot of people don't even get a chance to see that Social Security. They'll be dead before they even reach 67. Okay? And it's not fair. Especially if you just think about Alaska, they're giving people a living wage because nobody want to live there. I wouldn't want to live in a country where a lot of people be disappearing and having issues about nature and monsters coming out and aliens eating someone's brain. Right? But when I first started this video, like I said before, everyone deserves a living wage, or you want to call it a universal wage. I believe so. And you have to work for it. You should have to work for it. Because if you're ignorant enough not to know basic fundamental English, you deserve to freeze to death. Alright? You can't go to the library. A lot of times when I was homeless, I went into the library in my spare time to read and learn how to understand and comprehend. When I was in Ethiopia, they told me I couldn't do it. And the lawyers told me I can't understand the jargon, and I did it myself. I did it. I saved myself at least $700 to $14. My life is far more interesting than most because I know about the demons and angels. I've traveled to see them. Okay? Especially on the other side. But you don't know who I am. Alright? But other than that, I still see discrepancies in the human race. And like I said before, I love animals more than humans. But I don't fuck the animals. Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. I just made this video because I was just watching Ben Sharpio and some guy who was implementing a living wage. And I always thought about a living wage. I call it the white elephant. And of course, the government is always giving the money away anyway. But a lot of people don't know where to look. That's the problem. They don't know where to look to get this information. And sometimes it can actually be beneficial if they have to work hard to find that information. So it shouldn't be so easy, right? So if they do die, they're just too weak to figure it out. And they'll just be reborn back into this beautiful nightmarish world. Because I'm a sadist and a Satanist. I don't worship Satan, okay? But understand the definition of what a Satanist is and a sadist. And I love this world. I love it because it got nice stories. I don't love it to death. I just like the stories very much. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say. It's under 10 minutes. Y'all have a nice day. And join Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Peace. Hope you learned something from this goddamn video. Peace. Peace.